what are the top CD rates out there in July, and what other fixed income instruments might you also want to consider. That's what we'll be talking about in today's video. As usual, here's our front of video disclaimer. For a detailed disclaimer, please refer to the end of this video. Hello, Super Saver. I hope you're healthy and well. So the top 2 CD rates we've seen in July are with credit unions that have specific membership eligibility requirements. But the 6.18% APY was simply so good that we had to share it with you in case you're in law enforcement, know someone who is, or are a Diamond NestEgg member or Super Saver who does qualify for membership with one of these 2 special credit unions. But don't worry if no one in your household qualifies for one of these credit union memberships. The other top CD rates on our July list are from banks where you can simply open a CD account online so long as you meet their minimum deposit and documentation requirements. So let's dive in now. So the top CD rate that we've seen in July is offered by the Chicago Patrolmen's Federal Credit Union with an APY of 6.18% on a CD term of 3 months. The minimum deposit is $500 with no maximum opening balance. There is an early withdrawal penalty, but we weren't able to find out what the exact amount was as we couldn't reach them on the phone. Membership to the Chicago Patrolmen's FCU is available to both active and retired sworn law enforcement officers of any rank and for all full-time employees of all the departments and associations listed here. This list is long, as you can see, so I've linked it below for reference. If you're eligible, it seems you can submit your application online. Now, even though there's no maximum opening balance, our general recommendation is to always stay below the standard deposit insurance thresholds. For credit unions, the standard share insurance amount covered under the NCUA is $250,000 per share owner per insured credit union for each account ownership category. For banks, the standard FDIC threshold is $250,000 per depositor per insured bank for each account ownership category. Check out these NCUA and FDIC 101 videos for more details. I've linked both in the video description below for reference. Moving on now. Coming in at second place is Credit Union 1 of Oklahoma with an APY of 6.167% on CD terms of 6-month, 12-month, and 18-month. The minimum deposit requirement is $2,500, and the maximum opening balance is $250,000. The early withdrawal penalty is 30 days interest if your CD term is 1 year or less, and 90 days interest if your CD term is more than 1 year. To join Credit Union 1 of Oklahoma, you must reside, work, worship, or attend school in the Oklahoma City Metropolitan Statistical Area. This area consists of these 6 counties listed here. I've linked the credit union's website as well as the websites for the other top CD offers in July that we'll be talking about next in the video description below. All of the ones that we'll be covering after this are offered by banks, not credit unions, so they are open to anyone. And as far as we can tell, CD accounts with all these banks can be opened online. Coming in at number 3 is First Internet Bank of Indiana with an APY of 5.48% on a CD term of 12 months. The minimum deposit requirement is $1,000 with no maximum opening balance. The early withdrawal penalty is 180 days interest. Crescent Bank takes 4th place on this month's list of top CD rates with an APY of 5.45% on a CD term of 12 months. The minimum deposit requirement is $1,000 and the maximum opening balance is $999,999.99. The friendly customer service rep's exact words were, "Our system is limited to 1 penny below $1 million. That said, I think I don't need to repeat my recommendation about always staying within the FDIC insurance limit here. In any case, the early withdrawal penalty is 90 days interest. Colorado Federal Savings Bank is number 5 on our list for July with an APY of 5.40% on a CD term of 12 months. The minimum deposit requirement is $5,000. This NA here, not available, is because we couldn't find any information regarding a maximum opening balance. The early withdrawal penalty is 90 days interest. So that was our top 5 for this month. If there's one you'd like to share with the other members and super savers in our community, do drop a comment below and let everyone know. So it seems there are some quite attractive CD rates out there in the market for super savers. But before you dive into these top CD offers for July, as always, read the fine print to make sure you understand what you're buying. Plus, you should know the CD rates have stayed mostly stable or even gone down in the past few weeks, given that the Fed skipped a rate hike in June. For those of you who aren't in a rush, you may want to wait until the Fed meeting at the end of July. The current expectation is that at that meeting, they will raise rates again. And if they do, we may see CD rates go higher. If CDs are your preferred fixed income instrument of choice, you may want to also consider brokered CDs, which can be purchased via the leading brokerage companies such as Fidelity, Schwab, and Vanguard. The brokered CD rates that Schwab is showing on their website at the time of this taping are pretty competitive. These rates do change regularly though, as the availability of brokered CDs changes. So you'll want to check back regularly on your broker's website to see what the latest rates look like. And of course, let us not forget about T-bills. Here are the rates from this week's T-bill auctions, which are also pretty attractive, especially if you live somewhere with relatively high state and local income taxes. Because remember, interest earned on T-bills is exempt from state and local income taxes, unlike interest earned on CDs, where you have to pay taxes on federal, state, and local levels. But as I always say, everyone's financial journey is different, so make sure your investment strategy is right for your individual goals, circumstances, and expectations. Take a look at this video here if you're interested in learning more about the pros and cons of brokered CDs versus T-bills. And for those of you who are slightly more adventurous with your fixed income portfolio and looking for a bit more return with a bit more risk, check out our latest member videos and join our monthly live member Q&As. Visit our channel page or the join link in the video description below for more details about Diamond NestEgg membership. All right, Super Saver, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. And as always, if you did, don't forget to share with those you care about and hit that thumbs up, and see you again very soon with more brand new wealth building content for your financial journey.